This is special. So the day I went Christmas shopping, but I literally found nothing until I found a gift. But then I realized it wasn't Christmas. So what I did is I put the gift at my home. But then I found some silly little glasses. I tried them out and they look hilarious. So then I tried something out. I went to the other Christmas store. They had a cute sign. I hanged it up on my doorknob. And it was a little too cute. So then it damaged the world of how cute it was. So then I went to the toy shop. I kind of snuck in like I was about to steal something, but I wasn't. I was looking for a free Audi logo. So then I put it on my car, but then it fell off. So then what I did is I covered up some cups, but they looked horrible. So then I went up to the garbage store. But then what I found was a little too shocking. A puddle of rain in front of my house. But then a tree was wiggling. Then it weirdly did something. But I found a Valentine's wreath. Wouldn't really stay up, but I realized it was for doors. So I did that instead. But one weird thing is in front of my house there was construction work. Underground! So then I went over to the bio store where I caught a blue sky. When I kind of saw the wiggly things coming out of the sun. Then I saw the blue one go all over nature. But then the white one landed on my house. So then I went to the train. Choo-choo! After getting my ride, I finally caught the big crazy thing. So after that, I made an aluminum bounce. And I was trying to do this for 10 million subs. But it kind of didn't go viral. So I went back on my train ride to Seattle. But after that, I found no evidence of the heart missing crown. So I tried looking everywhere. Went off ground. But then I made a big mistake. I landed in the train tracks. So then I went back with the big thing and found a little bit of evidence. I found the word Ohio on a tire. But then I went up the Pinterest and there was a lot of creepy stuff. So I kind of just annoyed it until I went to my next journey. I traveled all the way down to San Diego. I saw Seaport Village, but the train waits would take about an hour. And then I hopped back on the train. This time I was heading to Carlsbad. But saw the weirdest thing in Apple Store, which I quickly bought a new iPhone. But it was 15 million, but it was locked until I hit 15 million subs. So everything was locked until I hit the number of subs on it. Until my entire video crashed. But it just went fine after a few seconds. But the weirdest thing happened. I took a train ride all the way down to the weirdest place on Earth until I found some evidence of the heartbroken crown. It destroyed something. It destroyed my favorite peacock's nose. It also did a lot of weird stuff. Found random rubber bands. Broke them. So then I walked like a normal man. They didn't even notice my phone. So I walked around, going to train ride. All the way to Ohio. Until it stopped in the middle of Indiana. Well, I could still walk to Ohio because I saw the borders. So I ran to Ohio until I missed the borderline patrol. And then they shot me like this. Then I got off of it. That's the last time I went to another place that had body gun control. So I continued my way up to Ohio. But the train stopped in the middle of the Ohioan border and saying, "What's my name?" And I answered, "JJ's Best Creations." Then it slapped my hand, and then I was let in Ohio. But instead of turning the right way Ohio was, it was turning where Cleveland was. I was trying to find the capital of it until Cleveland was right around the corner. And then it steered up to Cleveland Amusement Park. I took the step and I saw crazy rides. So I wanted to go on them. But then one went too low and high. It was like crazy. So once I got off it, it was banned from Ohio. So then what they did next is something really weird. They shot a pole, and I was about to run for my life. Until I found security safety zones. And they saved my life. But then something weird happened. All of a sudden, a train come out of nowhere. And I just landed on the train. And it took me, it shrank. So I got off at some weird city until I started digging down. I realized I was in the sand. So I landed on the train and it grew bigger. Whoop! Until it started getting crazier all the way to New York. They got off at New York. So then I went to Sprout Company and they hired me. But they said a joke with my pine cone. My magic pine cone. Which it dropped. And the seed fell out. So I put it in the ground. And after a couple years, it sprouted like this. But then it dropped. Rest in peace, pine cone. So then I discovered that things weren't always how they were. Until I walked out of that weird city. I landed onto the weirdest train and went to the beach to try to find a flat rock with a wavy pattern. To find a 20-million-year-old thing. But then I arrived to the wrong beach. I was looking for Blah Blah Beach or Huntington Beach, and they sent me to Oceanside Beach. Weird. So that meant I ended up in Oceanside. But the weirdest thing happened. My own things. I was about to jump off a million foot tall big cliff in the middle of Ohio. And I was worried I was going to end up in the ocean since I'm really not good at staying straight, like even driving. But I was hoping I didn't land in the ocean because I needed 15 trillion subs to get halfway through this mountain cliff. But if I just jumped on it, I would be life crazy. But as soon as possible, I was ready to do it. After spending hours of climbing that mountain, I got the fear of heights. So then I never wanted to go on a 50 trillion foot tall building again. Except the Burj Khalifa because I think it's really cool.